Yo guys, what is up? It is Captain C. Welcome back. It is great to be back. Vikings at Bears. The Bears are 7-2. We are the team to beat. If we win here, we are 8-2. Vikings at Chicago. Vikings are an overall 90. We are 83, I believe. So it's definitely going to be a tough matchup. And yeah, so let's get started. Prime time, Soldier Field, night game. I put on random weather.
Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Now, I don't know why we don't have
as the Bears emerge from their tunnel, ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings.
Can we get ball first? That'll be awesome.
Brandon Garden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And what really attracts people to him? A passionate leader, controls a huddle really well, controls a locker room, and also throws with anticipation and accuracy, especially evident when he throws the deep ball.
I don't know what play we're doing.
Cousins on first down, and he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down.
I'm not going to stand during this.
When you do that.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ooh, that's a statement right there, boys.
Cousins goes down. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. When he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Look at that, we're already
a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he worked so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
We got 1 yard in.
We got tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
A big gain of 31 on third down.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
On first down, Trubisky. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Trubisky dancing to his left.
Oh, wrong one.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And
Dude, I wanted to press.
Almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate.
If I threw it to the other guy,
you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead. They
will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board.
Let's take a look at it real quick. I can't see who it is. M4 clip. Sup. What's good?
Coaches do believe the first team to score in the game.
We are doing the 2020 Chicago Bears remake.
The Vikings now
and so far we are 72.
And on the last go around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Right.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory,
really
which
risky.
means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
I'm trying to make a statement here in this game.
Is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And
there we go, boys. There we go. And I could have done better, too.
Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific
I'm going to look up on
front.
YouTube how to like update these routes.
On the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Cousins lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
No way.
Score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Let's go to defense.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz,
I
they
got
dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Dude, this statement that we're making is unreal.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Oh, dude, I got knocked down by that one.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, that's not
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a first carry from Latavius Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Cool.
That hold coming from the middle of the line to center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Cook following the penalty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was the linebacker, Leonard Floyd, on the stop.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Okay, good.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 10-zip our score, and we're back to Soldier Field after this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Oh, he got me.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The catch is made by Kendall Wright.
But they still didn't do it.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, Trubisky.
Damn.
Here as he's taken down.
I was trying to.
Emerson Griffin.
I kind of blame the
one who
online.
finally gets him down for what'll wind up being a loss of 16 yards. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh my God.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. They've been faced with a tough test today here. Crowd's been really good. They're struggling. He's struggling. We'll see if they can pick things up.
And the crowd has had an impact, and they feel good about that because he's not playing very well. Not getting the ball to the right places, not doing things he normally does. He's got to find a way to turn it around against this hostile group.
Yeah, because on the road, don't you look to your quarterback a lot?
You have to, because you certainly can't look to the crowd to help you. They're there to be against you, so your quarterback has to lead you, and the best way he can do it is to play well.
A give. This is Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game.
Yeah,
I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Dude, I'm covered so bad.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Sherrills. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
All right.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We had a good first quarter.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
Dude, that was an amazing play, bro. I love that play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
I want to go to the run game because our...
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffin bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
I got brush my teeth. I can tell the
stay with the overall essence of the running.
Alright, guys.
Yeah.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do.
I don't know if I rinsed my hands off. Alright guys, now I'm really back.
You get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Alright guys, our defense has been nailing this game, so let's keep it up. Let's just do a...
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Okay.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
We've been shutting down their offense really.
Throwing is Cousins.
Oh,
and that is incomplete.
Where we get the ball back. This offense
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Okay. All right, offense, let's go.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Ah, man.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
I'm looking at... Ooh, he looks like he's going to be all right.
They go play action. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Standing just outside his own goal line. His first back 45 yards. This looks good as well. Sherrills to return. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out.
This is an all-defensive game. They went back so far.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Cousins. Now they set the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 20.
Another loss of yardage.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers that are coming, that could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 3rd and long for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for his second
They went back so far. Oh, they're going for it?
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far.
It
feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour? He's going to go down again.
They went back so far. We are 1st and goal.
The 6th time they've sacked him tonight. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense.
My offense got one job.
Since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this
we messed it up.
This play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They get it to him running left. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Howard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We're just going to do a field goal.
Time for a break.
Because it's 4th quarter. We're up 13-0. We're going to get 16 after this. They're going to need at least 2 touchdowns and more. So we're just
the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Parkey's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So
this is literally what the Bears usually average.
Right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They're running out of time.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Cousins, and he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. A good pickup there, a 22. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action. Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Oh, shit.
23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Aaron Lynch in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Cousins from the gun on third. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was unsuccessful.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Howard. And now running right through it. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Yeah, that was risky.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Why would they want me to do this?
win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
My team is 8-2 in the 2020 remake.
Able to complete what so often seems to be
my
elusive,
team is
shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout.
We had a strong first quarter, and then our defense was
like they're all 10 feet tall.
Hey, Carrot does in the first, dude. Because, dude, the only touchdown that was scored was by the defense. Because we got a fumble recovery touchdown. Look at the stats: passing yards 36, rushing yards 31, average yards per play 2.
From Soldier Field.
Alright, you want to get on? Okay. Alright guys, well that's it for now. Let's view the comments. Sacked.